In this video, we are going to talk about how to start the mental diet for the law of assumption. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. In affirmations, you start a positive remark that can assist you in challenging and overcoming self-sabotaging and negative thought patterns and behaviors. When you say them frequently and with conviction, you can begin to see good results. Aspirational statements may appear to be unreasonable, wishful thinking to certain people, but consider this. Many of us engage in repetitive workouts to improve our physical health, and positive affirmations may be thought of as mental exercises that help us improve our outlook on life. These positive mental repetitions have the potential to reprogram our thinking habits, resulting in us thinking and acting in a new way over time. For example, there is evidence that affirmations can help you perform better at work in certain situations. According to studies, spending only a few minutes before a high-pressure meeting, such as a performance review, focusing on your greatest traits can help to calm your nerves, boost your confidence, and raise your chances of a favorable conclusion. In the same way, the law of assumption helps you in achieving what you want. So without wasting time, let's get to the main purpose of this video. Also, watch till the end to know how the law of assumption helps you in achieving what you want. And do not forget to like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. A mental diet is a method of keeping track of your thoughts, focusing on the positive and countering the negative ones as they arise. Consider the following. We have two different types of thoughts. Thoughts can be both good and detrimental. The useful idea in the concept that is beneficial to us, and it is the notion that we enjoy thinking about. When we think of an unbeneficial thought, we are thinking about a notion that does not benefit us in any manner. After receiving a thought, ask yourself, is this an idea that will be beneficial to me? If you answered yes, keep thinking about it. It is important to ignore and contradict negative feedback rather than allow it to spiral. Take, for example, the case where I'm manifesting clear skin and I have a thought along the lines of, whoa, my skin looks terrible. Contradict that thought immediately by saying, no, in fact, my skin looks fantastic. I have immaculate skin and it's great. It is impossible to accept no as an answer when one is on a tight mental diet. It is the belief that the only reality that exists for you is the one you want to live in. It is persistent despite what the 3D shows you, regardless of how pessimistic you are about your current condition, and it is in direct opposition to your negative thoughts and beliefs. I'm not going to lie to you. Mental diets take time, work, and discipline. It is entirely up to you how severe your mental diet should be. The more restrictive your mental diet, the less unbeneficial thoughts you will have. Some people tend to be less critical of themselves at the beginning, which is perfectly acceptable. As long as you can deal with having a few contradictory thoughts here and there, without it wrecking your day, I believe that being lenient with your mental diet is acceptable to most people. Alternatively, if you are unable to maintain constant control over your thoughts, you are permitted to be less rigorous with yourself. It's alright. When you feel better, go back on track, and always remember that you are the creator of your world. Once you get used to thinking positively instead of negatively, you won't have to think about them as much since they will come naturally to you, and your affirmations will become second nature. Would you like to give up smoking if you could? Is it your goal to become more physically, culturally, or socially active? Do you wish to be more fearless in the face of your responsibilities? Subscribe to our channel to receive more information on how to improve your everyday behaviors. And for more details, click the link in the description below. If you've been struggling to create the world of your dreams, likely you haven't yet mastered the ability to maintain constant control over your everyday mental processes. All of us have thoughts that pop into our heads out of nowhere, and at times these thoughts can be unpleasant and destructive, pushing you further away from your goals than you would like. When these negative thoughts spiral out of control, it may be necessary to explore a mental diet. A mental diet is a practice of not allowing oneself to be influenced by bad thoughts. Whenever you discover inner thoughts telling a bad story, you immediately replace them with a more positive one. Mindfulness diets are similar to conventional diets in that they necessitate discipline and attention. They're best done in short bursts, which might help to jumpstart you into a new way of thinking. Mental diet and the law of assumption. Because your mental diet, which reflects your assumptions and imaginations, will remain unchanged, your outward environment will be unchanged as well. The willingness to think, suppose, and imagine differently is required to have new experiences in your external world as well. The entire process may be fairly straightforward. It becomes simpler and easier over time, just like any other new habit that is developed by a deliberate practice. What does a mental diet entail? Keeping track of what you're thinking throughout the day and making a conscious effort to change it is all that is required for a mental diet. If it's not something you want, if you're thinking something that isn't what you want. So let's assume you're driving to work and you're already in your thoughts, having an internal chat with yourself. You're seeing yourself arguing with your boss or that annoying coworker, or dealing with obnoxious clients or customers, or whatever else your job entails. You're also on your way to work. You've already considered it. You're informing yourself, and you're informing your spouse. You tell your buddies, you tell anybody, and you're already agitated as you drive to work, having this inner dialogue with yourself or your mental diet. Our ideas construct our reality, which is how manifestation works. That's what's next to you if you're thinking that. A mental diet entails recognizing that you're doing so. Let's continue with the example I'm using and assume you're driving to work. You've already begun your interactions because you have a particularly unpleasant employer, and you've already anticipated the snide remarks they'll make to you. When you realize you're doing it, you stop. Sometimes I'll physically tell myself, "Lewis, stop." That is all there is to it. After that, I'll swap gears. And that's the only mental diet you're going to change them to. At work, I'm going to have a fantastic day. Everyone will be in such a good mood. Everyone will get along swimmingly. I'm going to have the best clients and the best customers. Work is going to fly by since I'm going to have the best interactions with everyone. I'm overjoyed to have a job. Today was fantastic. Instead of having that inner conversation about arguing with your boss, clients, or whatever it is, how can you start your mental diet? Well, you just make a conscious effort to pay attention to what you're thinking. And I believe this is where things like meditation come into play in the spiritual world, because I ordered a burger and fries. You now have two choices. We have a few options to choose from. You can either think to yourself, "Wow, this is going to make me so fat," or you can think to yourself, "It's quite harmful. This is such an awful cheat meal that I'm sure I'll be bloated the next day," or you're already eating it. You've already gotten it. You may also say, "You know what? This is good for my body. I'm in a great mood. I can eat whatever I want and keep my weight at this level since I have a rapid metabolism. This dish is quite nutritious for me. I'm a healthy individual. I'm a physically fit individual. I maintain a healthy weight." You're going to eat the burger regardless because I'm in love this time. So you can select how you think, which the mental diet is, and you'll be going to work as if you're already doing it. So you can either go to work hating life and having a negative inner dialogue about everything you have to do at work, or you can go to work hating life, and having a negative inner dialogue about everything you have to do at work. Alternatively, you can alter your mental diet and maintain a cheerful view because you're already going to work. You've already been snared in traffic. Let's pretend you're stopped in traffic and you've already arrived. Nothing will change it until you get out of traffic and get to your destination. As a result, you can be annoyed, angry, or desperate to get out of traffic. Alternatively, you might simply unwind and enjoy your music affirmation. On a side note, while I'm in the car, that's when I perform all my affirmations. I'm going to speak it out loud. I'm on my own in the automobile. I'm conversing with myself. I'm saying it out loud. Because it's my time, I'm almost chanting my affirmations. So there's a small suggestion if you're stopped in traffic. You can be happy about it. And if you're in a long line, if you need to pay a bill, or you're at the post office, or you're at the DMV, or you're in a long line, say that. You've already arrived. Anyway, if you're fine, this is a good one for prosperity. If you're visualizing money, for example, you're already going to pay your debts. You can't avoid paying your electricity bill. You're going to have to pay it regardless. So you have two options. You may feel horrible and bitter, or you can say, "I don't want to pay this. I wish I had this money to spend on something else," or "I despise paying bills." I don't want to be an adult, for example. I despise paying bills. You'll have to pay it regardless. So you may either think that way or think that way. Oh, how thankful I am that I have enough money. I have a lot of money. Although paying this bill is little to me, I am grateful that I can pay for my electricity. So this is all how law of assumption works. That's it for today. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.